Hello YouTube, this is my third video. Just going to take a chance to an opportunity to show you my progress on my Porsche 935, which is what this series has become all about, customizing one car. This of course isn't my Porsche 935, this is a Hot Wheels Porsche 962. And even though I've shown it to you already in my first video, I thought it'd be fun to kind of start off with this anyway because I want to talk about Aero today. Man, I love Aero. Anything that allows me to throw on wings and diffusers and splitters and all that stuff, I have a great time with. You can see a little bit of that here on this Porsche 962. On this car, I ground off the original wing that Hot Wheels had placed there, and I put on that one that I constructed out of plastic. One of the beauties of wings, of course, is that it gives you a nice flat surface on which to put decals. I also added the engine scoop that's right behind the driving compartment, the cab. You can see that engine scoop is more typical of IMSA cars. So this probably looks more like a 962 IMSA than the original 962 that Hot Wheels provided. As I said in one of my previous videos, I'm also a big fan of Swatch watches. So I tricked it all out in Swatch decals. So I started with that one to lead into some other Aero as well. Now move on to this one. This doesn't have a great deal of Aero on it. It just has the Aero that came with it. This is the Honda City. I'm a big fan of this particular casting. This one looks great. I have all the versions that have been released so far. This one, of course, has a front diffuser, and it's also got the wing, but it's all the original stuff that Hot Wheels put on there. So I haven't done much to this car except for put in the headlights and a repaint job. This is still a favorite custom for me anyway. But I provided this as a lead-in to this next one, another version of the Honda City. This is one that I really went big on. So my feeling about Aero is if you're going to do it, you should go all in. Just do every little bit of Aero that you possibly can. This one's a good example of that. It's got the front diffuser and even a front wing practically. It's got a rear wing. I didn't do a great job on the rear wing. You can see it's kind of crooked, but it matches up with the top of the car, so I guess that works for me. But again, I did everything in this one, and I have a good time doing Aero. I'll tell you what, I am much better at using plastic to make new things than I am at using putty to try to make new features on the car. And here's a third example of Aero that I've done. This, of course, is a Honda Civic. You can see that I went a little crazy with this one. It's got the rear diffuser. It's got a rear wing that I scoped off some other car. It's got front diffusers and wings. I mean, this thing's all over the place. I made this for a local competition, and it actually won. One of the few times I've won a competition. I also made the scoop on the hood, and I put something of a wide body kit on the front wheels. This would be called, I guess, a hill climber or time attack car. The whole idea, of course, is that all the power is up front, and it just drags the rear as fast as it possibly can. This one came out pretty good. I'm a fan of this car. But there's a lead-in to the Porsche 935 that is the topic of this series of videos. And again, with this idea that I've gone all in on the Aero. So I've reached this point where I've put the whole car together, and it's ready to be painted, basically. I love it when cars look like this. I love seeing it pre-paint when you can see all the details in different colors. So I've got that rear diffuser on there. I've got the rear wing. I tried to build up the whale tail like the original 935. It's got all that Aero on front. This one's ready to go, and it's about to hit the paint booth, such as it is. So next time you see this, maybe in about a week, it'll be all painted and ready to show off, I guess about complete. So I hope you'll stick around for that. Again, just a little short video to show you my current progress. I hope you'll be on the lookout for the next one showing off the completed 935. Bye-bye.